We board the Anacoluthe just outside Paris. The cabins are a bit small, but she's quite a comfortable boat, and the food was very good. Our first stop is to visit this lovely old 17th century chateau.
Vos peines sur mon cœur et vos pieds sur une chaise, je vous connais, milord, vous ne m'avez jamais vu, je ne suis qu'une fille du port.
The beautifully maintained gardens are so vast that they're best explored by golf trolley.
Venez, milord, vous asseoir à ma table, il fait si froid dehors. Ici c'est confortable, laissez-vous faire, milord, et prenez bien vos aises, vos peines sur mon cœur, et vos pieds sur une chaise, je vous connais, milord, vous ne m'avez jamais vu, je ne suis qu'une fille du port.
The inside is also exquisite. You can almost imagine being back as things were in the 17th century. But no time to linger. We're back on board the boat, heading for Paris.
We've come to the Eiffel Tower now, which sparkles for us on the hour. So we've said goodbye to the Zouave. I mean, it's way below his feet round to the Eiffel Tower there. This was an illumination, a spectacle that started for the millennium, and it was proved so popular that they've continued it on the hour as night falls, and it just continues. We used to have 10 minutes worth, but now the budgets have run out, so we have 5 minutes worth. So 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, to take your photos. So Gustave Eiffel, a man from Dijon, designed this construction for the 1889 World Expo to show off the engineering prowess, really, of the French. And it was the first ever open iron structure like this, so very controversial at the time. It stands at 1,051 feet. In two legs there are elevators, and in two there are steps. So depending on how sporty you're feeling, or how long you want to wait in line, because it's about an hour and a half on average to wait in line. There you are, you can see the elevator still going up there. It's sort of orange in colour. It keeps going till 11 o'clock at night. Once you get to the second platform, then you have to swap, and there you will see one elevator, and that goes up the central shaft right to the very top, to the viewing platform.
As you can see, the original Statue of Liberty is much smaller than the one in America. It's Saturday night and the river is very busy with restaurant, boats and sightseers. And on the bank there's an impromptu dance session. And further along there's a younger, livelier group of revellers.
It wasn't the first of Gothic cathedrals, Sens was, but by the time they built this one, already flying buttresses were being developed and they were building loftier and loftier towards the heavens. So very famous because of its two towers there. In one you had Quasimodo, of course, singing or ringing the bells to the gypsy girl Esmeralda. It's one of the oldest buildings still to remain in Paris. You can see the turrets there, they are clearly medieval. So beautifully restored. And sadly, in the time of the Revolution and the reign of the Terror, it was used as the waiting cell for the guillotine, and it was there in one of the chambers in the upper levels where Marie Antoinette waited out her last few months, waiting for the tundrel to take her along to Place de la Concorde for the guillotine.
Next morning we wake up north of Paris, where the river has mainly commercial traffic, with sand and coal barges ferrying materials backwards and forward. Retired bargemen live on their boats that have been decommissioned lined along the bank, and wildlife thrives on the scraps thrown overboard. These baby coipu rats may be vermin, but you must admit they are rather cute. Now a third one's joined them. You just have to say, ah. The ever-changing river view has modern industry and medieval villages and many things in between. But the highlight of this trip has to be Monet's garden, with its ponds and water lilies and beautiful flowers in almost overgrown garden, where the peace and tranquility is occasionally disturbed by the hum of a passing bumblebee. I had just one more treat in store, a visit to this incredible engine museum, which was full of every type of vintage engine imaginable. Paradise. Back on the Seine River at Conflans, there is a whole selection of photographs of the First World War, commemorating the part played by the river and the barges.
Vous ne m'avez jamais vu, je ne suis qu'une fille du port, une ombre de la rue. Pourtant je vous ai frôlé quand vous passiez hier. Vous n'étiez pas peu fière d'âme, le ciel vous comblait, votre foulard de soie flottant sur vos épaules. Vous aviez le beau rôle, on aurait dit le roi. Vous marchiez en vainqueur au bras d'une demoiselle. Mon Dieu, qu'elle était belle, j'en ai froid dans le cœur.
A lot of the river traffic is now tourism, and the old barges have retired along with their owners in almost a village of junk barges. One of which is the local church. We must now leave the Anacoluthe and travel home along with all the wonderful memories we have of sailing the River Seine.